Yeah, that's right. Weatherby and Wyoming. Pretty good combination. We're here today to talk about a rifle that weighs less than 6 pounds and brings you true Magnum performance. In other words, I'm here reviewing the Weatherby, the all-new Weatherby Backcountry Titanium, and this one is in 6.5 300, an incredibly potent round. This is a combination, ladies and gentlemen, that you just haven't seen much of, where we take a rifle that is the lightest it can possibly be and put a big Magnum cartridge in it, and it still shoots like a house of fire. I'm going to walk you through exactly why, if you're in the market for a mountain rifle, something that's light, easy to carry, you have got to look at the Weatherby Backcountry Titanium.
Down to just about freezing.
So I told you this is an all-new rifle from Weatherby. Weatherby's always had one thing. You can look at a Weatherby from 100 yards away and know that it was a Weatherby. Well, guess what? That look a little different to you? When they moved to Sheridan, Wyoming, Adam Weatherby set out to change the face of Weatherby. They wanted to produce a rifle that was extremely lightweight and easy to carry in the backcountry, but still bring you all of the Weatherby cartridge performance that you're used to. They have designed a brand new cartridge specifically to go with the Backcountry TI in the 6.5 RPM, and I'll have a review coming up about that sometime in the future. But today we've got the 6.5 300 in the Backcountry Titanium, and I got to be honest, I've had my chances to put this rifle through the paces a little bit. I've shot some prairie dogs with it. I've shot some steel with it. I haven't hunted with the rifle yet because there's no hunting seasons that I have a tag for open in Wyoming yet that I could shoot with a rifle. But you could bet that this rifle is going to be in my hands as soon as I can get out in the field, and I'm going to be shooting the 127 grain Barnes LRX load out of the 6.5 300 Weatherby. This bullet leaves the barrel of this rifle at about 3,500 and about 30 feet per second. I chronographed a handful of these specific loads for consistency, and my standard deviation was really small. I want to say within about 5 feet per second of each other, I had a perfect average, and it was really close to what Weatherby advertised. So I just went ahead and made my dope chart with some ballistic software on and an app on my phone. But that's all minutia. Let's get to the nuts and bolts of what makes this brand new Weatherby Backcountry TI really unique and a real shooter. So we have an all-new recoil pad design called the 3D Hex. You've never seen a recoil pad like this because there's never been a recoil pad like this. Weatherby knew that if they were going to create an extremely lightweight rifle in their potent Magnum rounds, they had to have something that would soak up some of that energy coming back towards the shooter, and the 3D Hex recoil pad is the answer to that. Probably the most striking thing that you notice, though, about this Weatherby is that it doesn't look like a Weatherby. As I said when I held it up a minute ago, it does not have that Monte Carlo stock, very unique lines, if you will, that Weatherbys are known for. This is a complete departure from that. Honestly, it doesn't handle like any Weatherby I've ever shot either. This thing is extremely light. The Backcountry TI in 6.5 300 is going to come in sub 6 pounds. We're talking like 5.8, 5.9 pounds. That's extremely light for a Weatherby. When I got this out of the box, one of the things that everybody in the office did, well, they picked it up and went, whoa, that's a Weatherby? That's what Adam and the gang over in Sheridan were getting at. They wanted something that was lightweight, easy to carry, because let's face it, in a hunting rifle, you're going to carry it a lot more than you're going to shoot it in the field. Having a rifle that is light and portable just makes sense. So you would think that in a big monster like the 6.5 300, that this sub 6 pound rifle would tear your shoulder off. Not the case. Like I said before, you've got the 3D Hex recoil pad, but Weatherby also completely redesigned the AccuBrake. This is the AccuBrake ST, and it is a flush to barrel design that, frankly, if you've looked at Weatherbys in the past, their muzzle brakes kind of had a little bubble to them on the end. This is a flush design. It's right in line with the barrel. It's slim and trim. It looks great, and it performs. This rifle, I've put an entire box of the Barnes 127 LRX rounds down range now, and it doesn't kick. It just doesn't kick. Back to the barrel, you've got the brand new AccuBrake ST, but you've also got a deeply fluted barrel, which is going to increase rigidity of the barrel, but increase surface area as well to allow for maximum cooling times. So if you do need to put some successive rounds down range, this rifle is going to cool off and allow you to do that. On the 6.5 300, the barrel is a number 2 contour, and it is 26 inches long. From action to the end of the break, 28, but actual rifled barrel is 26 inches, ringing all the performance you're going to need to get out of the 6.5 300 cartridge. The action of the Backcountry TI is what lends the TI to the name Backcountry TI. This is a titanium action. Another way that Weatherby found that they could cut weight while maintaining, even increasing the performance of this rifle. This is one of the most accurate Weatherbys I've ever shot. I know I said that last year when I reviewed the Weatherby Mark V Carbon Mark in 257. This might have it beat, folks. So, not quite done with the features. You've got your standard 54-degree bolt lift on the Mark V action. This is the 9 lug because it's a 6.5 300. The rifle's also offered in 6.5 RPM, 6.5 Creedmoor, 280 Ackley. I think that covers what they offer in the 6 lug action, as well as I believe the 240 is offered in Weatherby's great 6 lug action, making the gun even lighter. If you want to get as light as you could possibly get, look at the new 6.5 RPM or maybe a 280 Ackley. In the 6 lug version of the Backcountry TI, you're going to shave even more ounces, and that rifle is going to be sub 5 pounds. I think about 4.8, 4.9 in the new 6.5 RPM. One more feature that Weatherby decided, you know what, as long as we're rehashing the Mark Vs, let's look at the trigger too. All of Weatherby's new Mark Vs come with a Trigger Tech trigger. This is a fully adjustable trigger, anywhere from about 8 pounds down to right at 2.5. I've got this one adjusted down to 2.5 pounds. It is super crisp and very light. It's going to make a great hunting rifle in the field because I'm not going to have to worry about taking up a lot of poundage or creep at all in the trigger squeeze. The barrel is also fully Cerakoted. This rifle is completely weatherproof. Your bolt's Cerakoted, trigger guard, your barrel is completely Cerakoted. It's black in this case, and it sits in a carbon fiber stock. With the titanium action and all those other attributes, this rifle is virtually indestructible. You could use this thing as a canoe paddle if you needed to. I'm not saying that you should, but you could. Adam and the gang over in Sheridan really thought through everything when it came to redesigning and creating an all-new Mark V rifle in the Backcountry TI. And like all Mark Vs, this bad boy comes with Weatherby's sub-MOA guarantee, but we're going to just walk it out and shoot some steel with it and have some fun. Let's step it straight out to 300. Should be dead on. That's what a hunting rifle should do, right there. 3 shots, 300 yards, ping, 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 no problem. So now I'm going to walk it out. I'm going to pull up my app. At 500 yards, I have a come up of 3.70 MOAs. So I am just going to dial that. There's 3, just shy of 4 MOAs, and we're going to go with it. Rifle is hot, and we're ready to go. There you go. 500 yards. Got about, I don't know, probably 2-3 MOAs of wind that I have to deal with right now. The wind's come up a little bit. I am very comfortable with this Weatherby Backcountry TI to take it out and shoot in my maximum effective range. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Weatherby Backcountry TI in a nutshell, and you need to be taking a hard look at this because this is a total revamp from Weatherby, and one that I think is going to make big waves in the hunting industry. All right, so hey, while you're here, drop down and mash that subscribe button. Hit the little thumbs up button. Go over and make sure you click on the notifications so every time that we do a great video like this, you get notified and you can watch it. And leave us a comment and let us know what else you want to see reviewed in the Eastmans Gear Lab. Hey, until next time, we'll see you on the range.